Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Kylie. Today I want to talk about some things that I no longer do. It's come to my attention over the last few years that there are so many things that we just do that seem normal to us because everyone else does them. And as I have aged and matured, I feel that I have moved on from many of those things and I just no longer participate in them. So I thought I would share some of those things with you today. None of these are in any particular order. It's purely just random thoughts that have come to me of things that I have been aware of that I no longer do or participate in, and I'm keen to know if you feel the same way. So firstly, I no longer pretend that I've got life all figured out. I think there's this real pressure when you're in your 30s and even 40s to know what you're doing, know where you're headed, you've got a plan and you need to stick to that plan and off you go. Who has a plan that we can actually stick to? No one. No one has this thing we call life figured out, because at every new stage, it's just all new for us and we need to reassess our plans every few years. So no one has life figured out. Wearing high heels, they are just plain uncomfortable, no matter how pretty they look, and they are so detrimental to our entire bodies. I don't wear them anymore. Plain and simple. No more high heels. In fact, that also goes to any fashion items just because it looks good. If it is not comfortable and doesn't fit me well, I don't want to wear it. Plain and simple. Gone are the days where I am choosing something because it looks good. No more. No, thank you. The other thing that I work very hard in not participating in is gossip. Gossiping about anyone, anything only leads to negativity and more gossip. And the world would be a much better place if we could all just tone down our level of gossip. And then that very easily leads into letting go of judging others. I have learned over the years to just allow people to live their lives as they see fit. Yes, even when their lives look completely wrong to me, because it's not my life. It's their life. They need to live it. So I just allow them to do that. And that ties in beautifully with letting go of judging myself. Now, I'm not going to lie. This one is probably one of the hardest and one I'm still actively working on. But what I have come to notice is the less I judge myself, the less I'm judging other people. We need to show all of us kindness and grace because we're all human. This is all our first time here on this planet, and we're all just doing the best we can to work things out. The other thing I'm no longer doing is trying to keep up with the Joneses. That is exhausting. I choose things and I do things because I like them and I want to. Plain and simple. Drinking alcohol. This one might surprise you, but I don't really drink alcohol. In fact, that's something that I haven't done in a very long time. That's not to say that I'm completely alcohol free, but I don't actively drink alcohol. It's socially accepted, and in fact, it's socially expected when you're out at an occasion that you will drink alcohol. 99% of the time, I choose not to. I don't feel the need to drink alcohol simply because everyone else is doing it. That also leads me into filling my weekend to the top with social events and activities. It is just so exhausting to have a completely full calendar. If I have one, possibly two things in my calendar for the weekend, that's more than enough for me. I love that free space and downtime. The other thing that I have stopped doing is placing expectations on other people. Expectations on how I think that they should be doing things with me or in their own world. I just, again, allow people to do as they see fit. Of course, some of those things are not going to align with me. And if I have people in my life where that doesn't work for me, then I'm happy to limit my exposure to those certain people. But it's just the let them theory. Just let people live their lives as they see fit. And the other thing I've noticed is with my lowered expectations, the less I'm disappointed, because I don't have anything to be disappointed about. And I have completely let go of the stress of worrying about putting a home-cooked meal on the dinner table every single night of the week. Don't get me wrong, we absolutely eat the bulk of our meals that are home-cooked around the dinner table. But I'm not stressing over that anymore. It's 2026. There are amazing foods out there, a wonderful variety of healthy foods that we can purchase that are ready made for us. And if I've had a big day, a stressful week, life just gets in the way, I'm not beating myself up over the fact that I have not provided a home-cooked meal for my family. This one might surprise you as well, but I do not prioritize my social life over my children. Yes, all my children are adults. They are all young adults with their own lives. But I have worked very, very hard on having a really close-knit family environment where we enjoy each other's company. And I don't want to let that go. And so they are my priority. My immediate family and our relationships are my priority, and they always will be. And I am not ashamed to admit that, and I'm not sorry to say. So yes, there are times when I do say no to friendship invitations and those sorts of things to go out and socialise because I want to focus on my immediate family. The other thing that I definitely have let go of is having a full calendar. Oh, I'm so busy doing this, doing that, doing this, doing... No, 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 thank you. I can think of nothing worse than looking at my calendar hanging on the wall and it's just been cluttered with appointments and social events and all of these must-dos that I have to prepare myself for. If I want to give myself anxiety, fill the calendar. Number one way that will bring anxiety out in me. I just am happy with plenty of clear, open spaces on my calendar. And I no longer allow the opinion of others to bring me down. Again, this is a difficult one. It's one that I think I'll probably be working on forever. But I feel I've gotten quite good at the art of swatting those thoughts away. When someone has an opinion or makes a comment or any of those things, yes, it definitely goes in. We'd all be lying if we said it didn't. But I'm also getting quite good at just being able to go, not for me, not today, goodbye. Don't let the opinion of others bring us down. Plain and simple. Why would we allow the negativity of someone, especially people who don't even know us very well, to affect us and bring us down? Because if they're spewing their horrid opinions, that says more about them than what it does about me. I no longer say yes to everything. In fact, I'm really happy to say no. And this one ties in really neatly to the full calendar and excessive social events. It doesn't really need any more explaining, but I just no longer feel the guilt that can often come in when you're younger with saying no. Plain and simple, it's a no. And one other thing that I no longer participate in is allowing the negativity or people who have that victim mentality to overly affect me. We all have those people in our lives, and for most of us, we can't just remove them from our world. We need to find a way to live with them. And if you're any type of empath, and I think most of us fit into this category in some way, we do often carry their negativity and their victim mentality with us long after the conversation has ended. And I know I spent many years with the weight of that on my shoulders and wanting to fix them or help them or show them a better way just so they can get themselves out of this victim mentality. No longer. Thought this was a quiet road, but there's actually a lot of trucks that come up and down here. I no longer do that. I can sit with someone and allow them to be in their space and discuss those moments with them, but I can also just let that wash over me and leave it where it needs to be, because not my circus, not my monkeys. And so that is about 15, I think, or so things that I no longer participate in. I'm sure that there are probably many others, but I thought I'd just take a moment to share those with you today. If any of them resonated, let me know in the comments. I want to hear some of the other things that you have chosen to no longer participate in, because I think this is a really fascinating topic of what we do in our younger years that we just see as a normal part of life, and why does it take us so many years to realize, hang on, we don't need to participate in these. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in another one again soon. Bye.